What if he didn't get hit by that car? A man named Calvin is getting ready to go watch a movie with his friend. But he forgets his wallet. As he went back to go get it, his mom called. His mom asks him to come to the kitchen because he needs to take the trash out. And so he goes. His friend, Mark, is waiting for him outside the house now. So he hops in, and they go on their way to the movies. All the while, Peter was practicing tennis. Calvin and Mark are driving down the street when suddenly, a little boy came running into the middle of the street chasing after his basketball. Now, the little boy usually wasn't this reckless. He'd been practicing his three-pointers for quite a while now. But he got distracted that day and missed his shot because he saw a beautiful girl walk by. The ball bounced off the rim and rolled onto the street, forcing the two friends to abruptly stop. As the two friends continued driving towards the movies, Mark got hungry and wanted to stop and get some food. So they headed to Five Guys. As they left, Calvin forgets his beanie inside. They stop, and he goes back in to get it. As they were exiting Five Guys, Mark decided he wanted to have a cigarette before they went. So they walked to a nearby liquor store. Bought a pack. But he realized he didn't have a light on him. Conveniently, though, a guy walked by and offered them a match. A couple minutes before, though, a man was playing billiards with his friend. When he felt thirsty. The man only had a credit card, and the bartender only accepted cash. So he went next door for an ATM. As he walks there, that's where he runs into Mark and Calvin and offers them a match. All the while, Peter was practicing tennis. As he was playing, his racket string suddenly broke, and so his practice was extended. Peter needed to get another racket in order to continue his tennis session. Mark and Calvin continued driving to the movies when there was a man on the side of the road whose battery just died. So the two guys had to help him jumpstart his car. previous night, the man had come home from an extremely stressful day at work and had simply forgotten to turn off his headlights. As Peter was leaving tennis practice, his friend, Justin, told him that his shoe was untied. Justin then waited for Peter. As Justin and Peter finally got to leave the courts, Mark and Calvin were speeding down the street, jamming to their music. When they suddenly hit my boy. But what if only one thing had gone differently in all these events? What if Peter's shoe hadn't become untied? If the man had a good day at work and had remembered to turn off his car lights? If Peter's racket strings just didn't break? If the man who was playing billiards just didn't want to buy a drink? If Mark didn't fiend for a smoke after eating at Five Guys? If Mark just ate before he went to the movies? If the little boy just didn't get distracted by that beautiful girl while shooting his threes? If Calvin didn't forget his wallet, he wouldn't have been caught by his mom and had to take the trash out. If just one thing had gone differently, the whole accident would have been avoided. My son, Peter, would not have been permanently injured. What if?